Welcome to What's New in AtHomeNet Classic. This edition will cover new features and enhancements for November 2011. Let's go ahead and log in as an administrator and get started. So we're very excited to announce our brand new widget, the Photo Album Widget, which is available for your public or private homepage. It pulls from the photo albums already in your photo album feature. Let's take a look. Let's go ahead into our photo albums feature. It's worth noting that if you place this widget on your public homepage, it will only display public photo albums. So let's say we wanted to place our Fall Festival photo album on our private homepage. Let's take a look at this album in the photo albums feature. And you'll see, as usual, each picture has a photograph and a caption, if you added a caption. The particular caption for this one is cornucopia. This widget will migrate the photographs and the captions you have associated with those photographs in the original photo album feature where you've set it up. So now let's go to our private homepage and add this widget. We'll click on Edit Page, Add, and here you'll see the new icon for the Photo Albums widget. We'll highlight it with a click and click Next. Of course, you can title your photo album. And since we looked at our Fall Festival album before, we'll select that one. Now here you can decide on how fast the pictures actually display in your widget. Slow, medium, or fast. We'll select medium. Picture rotator is our widget style, so we'll click Apply. As we scroll down on the page, we now see our community photo albums is displaying Fall Festival. You'll note Fall Festival is the name of the album, and these are the changing captions associated with each photograph in our photo album. Of course, you can always go back into this and edit the properties of the widget. If you wanted to change the speed, for instance, from medium to fast. Or like the other widgets, if you wish to move this widget, the choice is totally up to you. This feature is a great way to show off the highlights of community photo albums on your public or private homepage. For instance, if you wanted to place one on your public homepage, you could have a photo album that showed off some of the great-looking homes and estates in your community. The next enhancement we want to talk about today is an enhancement to our email bulletins feature. If you'll recall, we've recently introduced functionality to allow you to schedule email bulletins to go out in advance. What we've done this month is give you access to a lot of brand new information through the Email Bulletin Status tab. This tab appears here on your main Email Bulletins page to the right. Let's go ahead and click on it. On the recent Email Bulletins page, the Sent link now gives you a whole lot of new and useful information. Let's click on it and see. We'll take a look at this email bulletin, which we sent out for Community Emergency Awareness Day, which was November 3rd. So here you see we have these fields of information that include the date the email bulletin was scheduled, which in this case was the 1st of November at 1:13 p.m. The date the email was completed, meaning when it actually sent out, November 2nd at 3 p.m. as a reminder to our residents that tomorrow was November 3rd, Community Emergency Awareness Day, and we were having an event for it. The subject matter, which you define on the email bulletin when you send it out, who it was submitted by, the number of emails sent out, the status, and the feature it was sent from. In the future, as we expand our functionality and integration across multiple features, you'll have more options here. And the filter, which you'll recall is the area where you'll get to select who you're sending it to from this drop-down list. Subdivisions, categories, or everyone. Of course you have the list of all the residents that it was sent to, and you can actually view the email as they received it. So all in all, the Email Bulletins feature now gives you the power to click and view the actual email bulletin that you've prepared, to viewing it exactly as the resident has received it, to viewing all of this information from the moment it was scheduled down to the moment it was sent out. Greater scheduling, greater tracking, greater control. This information is available for all recently sent email bulletins within 1 week. And of course, you still have the option to cancel email bulletins scheduled to go out that have not been sent yet. Let's move on to our next enhancement, which is an enhancement geared towards administrators and will prove to be a helpful tool in managing the images and documents contained within your website. Wouldn't it be great if you could figure out what documents and images were in your website but not being used by simply going into the administrative menu and clicking on Statistics menu. Here you'll click on Show Site Storage Statistics. And here you'll see displayed information like the amount of space allowed, the amount of space used, and the amount of space still available within your site. Here you can click on these two hyperlinks to show unused images or to show unused documents. These are displayed in list format, so as an administrator, I can begin to look at these and then click to delete them to free up space on my website. I can delete as many as I want, freeing up all that extra space. A great new tool for staying ahead of the curve in website management. While we're in the administrative menu, let's move on to our next enhancement. We're now introducing login request text customization. To see it in action, under the admin menu, we'll go under Settings, and we'll scroll down to the section labeled Login Request Settings. You now have the ability to customize the login request approval or denial text within these fields. You can set the default to be whatever you'd like. For instance, our approval text now says, your temporary login name and password are below. Use user profile to change them after logging in. Suppose we wanted a more personable message here. So we're going to change this text to, congratulations, your new login to our community website is below. Enjoy our community website for information on all aspects of community life in Grand Bay East. Once we click on Save Changes, this becomes the default text. And we'll have our message here saying, our changes have successfully been saved. Customize these fields so that you reach your residents in exactly the language you'd like. Keep in mind that these fields are the defaults. You can change them whenever you'd like, but once you save them, they become the default text sent out for login requests, approvals, or denials. Let's move on to our next enhancement. We discussed the introduction of the new photo album widget earlier. We also have some exciting new articles that we've added to our Instant Articles widget. This month we're introducing 64 new Instant Articles for your Instant Article widget. Be sure to scroll through the categories and make your selections for all these exciting topics. Last but not least, going along with all the other functionality that we introduced in our email bulletins feature, we'd also like to announce that we have new email bulletin templates as usual for this month. Scroll through the selections and we're sure you'll find something you like. As always, these bulletins are customizable to whatever text you'd like to add. Well, that's going to do it for the November 2011 edition of What's New in AtHomeNet Classic. As always, we welcome your feedback and encourage you to submit any ideas you might have for new features or enhancements to support@athomenet.com. We'll see you again next month with an all-new round of new features and enhancements. Thank you for your business, and thanks for watching. That concludes this month's edition of What's New. We'd like to thank all of our existing clients for your time and for your business. As always, we encourage your feedback and ideas, so if you have any suggestions for new features or new enhancements to existing features, send us an email to support@athomenet.com. If you don't have website service with us and you like what you see, send us an email to sales@athomenet.com or give us a call at 1-800-556-7852. Be sure to tune in next month for more new features and more new enhancements from AtHomeNet.